Hello, welcome to WebSensePro. I'm your host Bilal Naseer again with a new Shopify how-to video. And in this video, I'll show you guys how you can add tabbed content on your Shopify product page and your Shopify homepage, basically any page you want to use this section. And this is a free video. The code which will be provided in this video will not cost you anything. And it's a great video for you if you have a long product description which is taking a lot of space and showing white empty space on your product page, then this video is for you. So let me show you how that section will function. So as you can see that on my screen, I'm on the product page of my development store, and that's how the tabbed content will look like. And you can add tabs in this through your customize settings. So if I go to customize settings and I try to add another tab, I'll just click on add block and then click on tab. And I have this tab 3. So name it tab 3. And let me show you the other cool feature which you will get in this video. So let's click on add block and we can add a heading on our tab. We can add spacer, divider, regular text. So I'll show you each of this block within that section, that how it's going to show in your tabbed content. So let's do that on the first tab which we have. So that's our first tab. We already have the tab heading, and let me show you what are the settings within that block of the section. So as you can see, we can change the heading. We can change the heading color. We can change the text size to whatever we want to set. And we can enable the custom font. We can change the font from here. We can add the heading label as well. So this is really important for SEO purposes, because if you are adding content and you are missing important heading tags like H1, H2 and H3, then the content will not be optimized for search engine optimization. And search engine optimization plays a really important role if you are trying to drive organic traffic to your store and not relying completely on paid Google ads, paid Facebook ads or TikTok ads. So it's really important feature. Okay, now let's move on to the next block which we have, which is this content. So it's basically a pretty simple block where you can add text. And now let's add more blocks. So just click on add block, and we already have the regular text. Let's try out the spacer. So here we can add spacer. I'm going to drag and drop it to my first tab. So I'm going to scroll it down below this tab here. And as you can see, we have this spacing below the paragraph here. Now let's move it below the heading. If I want to add extra space, and if I want to adjust the height of the space. And now let's test out the another block, which is, the divider. Click on the divider and we can add the divider. Click on the divider to explore the settings. So we can adjust the setting of the divider. We can add the color. Now let's move it to dotted line, dashed line, and double line. We can increase the width of the divider to be 100. We can increase the thickness of the divider. Cool. We can also add padding top and padding bottom. So that's for the divider. Now let's check out another block which we have. I'll click on add block, and we can add newsletter form. We can add buttons. We can also add custom liquid HTML. Let's test out the buttons. Move it here. Because we want to place it for the first tab here, right? As you can see, we have these two buttons showing up. Click on the buttons. We can adjust the border radius. We can change the text of the button. We can add the link to wherever we want to take it to. And here we can change the color of the buttons. And here we have the setting for the secondary button. Cool, right? So let's test out another block. There are multiple blocks, and by the way, all of this section blocks is freely available for you guys. So all you have to do is just watch this video completely, and don't forget to subscribe the channel if you want to keep receiving the free sections which I create for you guys, which me and my team create for you guys. We are putting out a lot of effort in order to create these sections for you guys, all for free, just for you guys. All you have to do is just subscribe this channel. Cool. So let's test out another block, which is newsletter form. So we can add newsletter form as well. I'm going to move it below the buttons, and here we have the newsletter form showing up. Also, you can add custom CSS. So if you click on tabbed content here, you can see we have multiple options here. You can change the colors of the tab. So if I want to change the highlight color to red, I can do that. I can also change the layout of the tabs showing up here. So let's change it to big tabs. And here we have big tabs. I'm going to change the highlighted label to be black as well. Cool. So here's the style for the big tabs. And now we have the option, the buttons. We have the buttons showing up, and layout. We can increase the size. So you see it's now covered with the whole width. And we can also change the background color, which is showing up here, which is a gradient background color. So let's click on it and try changing that. Now you can see that the background color is also changed, which is behind this white box of the tabs, right? And you can add the maximum width if you want to, as per your theme requirement. Again, this section will work on free theme and paid theme. So if you're using any paid theme, which is 2.0 Shopify theme, it's going to work completely fine, and it's also going to work completely fine on all of the free themes as well. And this is for inner padding, and this is for outer margin, as it says. Now, good thing about it is that you can add CSS separately for the desktop and the mobile version. So if you want to add your own custom CSS, you can add it here. And if you want to add CSS only for mobile, then you can add the mobile CSS on this section here. And again, you can change the font for this tab only. If you want to override your theme font and use separate fonts for this tab section, you can do that by clicking on this check mark and selecting the fonts from here. So I just selected the APPHow font, Google APPHow font for the tabs heading. And as you can see, it's showing up the APPHow fonts on the tab heading. Now let's do that for this one, text here. Click on APPHow. Now you can see the font has been changed. Cool, right? Now let's check it out on the mobile version. So this is my tab, and now let's check it on the mobile version. So that's how it will look on the mobile version. I am going to have to click on save in order to show you guys. So I have just saved it. And now let's click on tab 2, tab 3. In tab 3, we don't have any content. In tab 1, we have added all of the sections, all of the blocks here. Let's add some stuff in tab 3. We can also just move all the stuff to tab 3 just by dragging and dropping. So currently this text is within tab 1. So let's move it to tab 3 just by dragging and dropping. And now when I click on tab 3, again, I'll have to click on save in order to preview. And now when I click on tab 3, saving, you can see that my text has been moved to now tab 3. And guys, if you want additional blocks on this section, I have created a paid version of that as well. So this is a free version, the preview of the free version. You will get the code in the YouTube video description. So all you have to do is just click on that link, copy the code, and create a new section, which I'll show you guys how you can do that. But if you want additional features, so for example, if you want to add images, if you want to add icons, you want to add collapsible text, you can do that as well. Let me show you. So that's the paid version which I'm showing you guys now. All of the features in free version is also in that section, but the paid version, which is going to cost you just $15, it will have additional blocks, which are, click on add block, we have image, we have text columns, we have collapsible content, we also can add video within the paid one, and we have icons. So these are the cool features which are in the paid version. Again, you can do a lot of stuff with the free version as well, but if you want additional extra blocks, you can contact me, link in the description. Through that link, just email me and I'll send you the product link which you can buy, and you can have the paid version, right? So let me show you the features which you will get in the paid version. We have already tested all of the blocks. Now we're going to check this collapsible content, and let's move it to our tab 1. So that's how the collapsible content will look, and we have the option to change the icon here. And let's add another collapsible content. So if you want to add tabs and then add collapsible content within those tabs, you can do that as well. So let's create another collapsible content, add it below here. You can see that we have now 2 collapsible content. Cool, right? So that's one of the block which you will get in the paid version. You can add image in the paid version. So that's how you can add the image. I'm going to hide everything else within this tab, so we will just see the image. We have settings here to increase the image size. We can change the alignment as well. We can select any of the image, whatever we want to. So let's select a different image for this. Let's add this one for now. I'm going to increase the size. So that's how it's going to look. Again, you can add custom CSS and you can adjust some of the padding as well. And now let's test the other paid blocks which we have. I already showed you the collapsible content. Now we will test another block, which is video. You can also add video in tabs. Okay, here we have video. Now let's select any of the video. I do have a video here, and here's how the video will look like. And you can add the autoplay feature. In autoplay, video will be muted because of the settings in the Chrome. And you can add the loop video feature. You can hide the controls or enable the controls from this checkbox here. So that's the video block. Now let's check some more paid blocks which we have in this section. We tested the test columns, we tested the image, we tested the video one. We do have the icons. Yes, that's another paid block which you'll be getting if you pay just $15 for this section. We are contacting me, link in the description. And now let's add some icons. I don't have icons here, but what I'm gonna do, I'll just add these watches in order to show you guys how it's going to look. So that's the icon 1, and let's add the icon 2. Now let me move this to tab 1. I'm going to move this to tab 1. Okay, so these are the 2 icons, and now we can select the icon width. We can adjust the spacing. We can do the icon alignment. We can change the icon size. We can also add text and we can add the link as well. So a lot of options available for customization. You don't have to code anything at all you will be getting is just by copying and pasting the section code which I'll provide you guys. And you can add icon 3, icon 4. So we have option to add 4 icons. Let me just reuse this here. So we have icon 3. Let's add the icon 4. I'm going to use the same for now. So all within the tabs, and that's how it will function. And now let's review it in the mobile version. So that's how the mobile version looks like. Cool, right? So that's all for the paid version. I already showed you the free version. Now let me show you guys how you can add that in Dawn 14.0.0. So while I'm recording this video, just 2 days ago, Dawn 14.0.0 has been released, which is the most used themes from Shopify. And I'm going to show you guys how you can add this section on Dawn 14.0.0. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do, I'll go to the backend of my development store. And here it is. So what I'm going to do, I'll install a fresh Dawn 14.0.0. So let's go to online store themes and then click on add button here. And our Dawn 14.0.0 has been installing. It's now installing. Guys, while this theme is installing, make sure to subscribe this channel so I can create more valuable content for you guys. I have seen the stats, only 5-6% of the people who watch these videos subscribe to this channel. So my goal is to get it more than 10%. So please help me in that and subscribe to this channel. Okay, our Dawn 14.0.0 has been installed. Now I'm going to click on publish. Click on publish again. And now let's preview our theme. I'm going to close the extra tabs which I have. And that's the link for the code. And link will be in the description. So all you have to do is just copy the code, create a new section, paste this code, and enjoy the tabbed content section. Okay, so we have installed the Dawn 14.0.0. Now I'm going to click on these 3 small dots and then click on edit code. And here I'm going to scroll down, click on sections, and then click on add a new section. And then I'm going to add tabbed content. You can name the file whatever you want, but I'm going to name it tabbed content. And I'm just going to click on copy code here and paste it here. And then click on save. Okay, now let's click on these 3 small dots and then click on customize theme. Before we go into customize and test our tab section, I want to show some other sections which I have created on other videos. So let me go to the backend of my store. And I'm going to click on these to preview. Okay, so that's my development store, guys, where I have the transparent header, and that's a free tutorial which is also available. Link in the description. And you can see the video on my development store, which is continuously playing on loop, and it's on full width, and it is playing in autoplay mode. So Shopify doesn't have that feature natively, but by following the videos which I have created previously, you will be able to create a cool looking section like this. Link in the description. Okay, now let's see how our tabbed content works. I'm going to add that on the home page. You can add that on the product page by navigating to this drop down menu here, click on products, and then click on product template, right? Let's add it on the home page for now. Click on add section, search for tab, and here we have tabbed content showing up. Click on that, and now you have the tabbed content showing up. I've already shown you guys the feature of this section. You can play it out. Let me know in the comments below if you found any issues. This is the update version of the previously video which I created for tabbed content. I'm going to pin this video on that video as well, so you guys can easily find that video. And yeah, make sure to click this subscribing our channel which will help us create more valuable content for you guys. And until next video, have a great day.